Last week at Laguna Seca, Aiden Maida looked vulnerable. Brandon Lambert hung with the Canadian until a jumbled pit strategy allowed Maida to cruise for his third victory out of 3 races. In the AM class, Tucker Lindgren survived the continued war that is the entire subclass for the victory. Despite missing 2 rounds, Maida's perfect record results in him leading the points as we cross the halfway mark. Raymond Rodriguez is also locked in a battle with Scott Lindgren as the Puerto Rican attempts to defend his title from a season ago. What better way to kick off the second half of the season than a legendary touring car circuit? Get ready, because the mountain awaits. We go green at Bathurst next. Our venue this week is the daunting Mount Panorama. This 3.861-mile gem was once labeled a geological oddity, and Darrell Waltrip was certainly correct. This lovely ribbon of asphalt hosts the Bathurst 1000, the Bathurst 12-hour, and now the SimCAR Porsche Cup. Combining long straights with claustrophobic and blind corners, this circuit separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls. The ones who will do well tonight will be the only ones who are brave, not fearing the walls and elevation change as we wind our way up and down this marvelous mountain, as the format for the SimCAR Porsche Cup is as follows. We are just starting our 15-minute qualifying session, and that'll set the grid for our 45-minute race tonight as the inaugural season of the SimCAR Porsche Cup continues tonight live on ASN TV. With Bryan Sawyer next to me in the commentary box, my name is Josh Mertz as we welcome you to Bathurst, Australia. The SimCAR Porsche Cup on ASN TV is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation, trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want gear you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers' Championship. By Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promo materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the NASA Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And finally, by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams, and thank you to Andrew Cardinale IV for camera support all season. Mr. Sawyer, I have this question written for Ray because I'm really good at my job, and I forgot Ray was not going to be here. Last week was crazy. You know all about that with the incident in the corkscrew. Every week has been crazy, but we head to Bathurst. Does the mountain undo some of the momentum for our drivers at the top of the series tonight? You're telling me to keep yapping, Bryan. I throw you a question and you're not even ready. Ladies and gentlemen, look at what he leaves me with as we...
I'm here. I got it. We're alive.
Finally.
I forgot your question, though.
I told you, or I asked you, will the mountain undo some of the drivers' momentum coming into this week? I wrote that question, and Aiden Maida's not even here. So he takes another hit in the point standings.
Josh, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell everybody what I told you in the beginning of this race. This track takes no prisoners. You said it's a historic track, Bryan. I said it's a historic pain in my ass. I don't think I've ever completed a clean lap at this track. I spin around up and down the mountain. I've never been good at it. I had a pretty busy personal week this week, and about Tuesday I realized I haven't practiced at all, and I go, Alex, would you like the night off? It will give me an excuse not to drive. So it tells you my feelings on this track.
I was watching these guys in practice as we just started that qualifying session, and there have been some drivers hauling the mail. Logan Grotto right behind him on screen is his teammate Kieran Lifflander. Logan was second in practice. Kieran was fourth in practice, and Tony Flores at the top of the board in practice. It's going to be a tight race. It's going to be phenomenal, tricky, whatever word you want to use. In this circuit, in 2011, when Darrell Waltrip did his ride-along, when they covered the race for Speed Channel, geological oddity came out of his mouth. And we'll ride on board in a minute, but the ups and the downs and the left, and it's just a phenomenal track. We look at Anthony Flores right now, on his qualifying run. The first car to finish a lap will be Scott Lindgren in the 3. And I'm curious to see if the mountain will undo some momentum, who will come out on top with this race, what that will do to the points. We'll take a look at the points in just a couple of minutes.
Isn't Tucker Lindgren in front of him?
No. Yes. But he's not on a lap. He's starting his first lap.
I see.
We have Tucker Lindgren and Scott. Do you still know why he's just Scott?
Don't worry about it. I do know why he's just Scott, but I like it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Let's look at Logan Grotto in the 67. He'll be the second car to finish his lap. Scott Lindgren sets the benchmark, 2 minutes 6.288. The Kieran Lifflander racing driver, 2 minute 4.896. Where's Lifflander, former NASA Rallycross world champion? 2 minute 4.766. He goes P1. Does the kid from South Carolina. Nathan Palmer in the 25. Next car to complete a lap, 2:15.1. And Matthew Warwas in the 47 will be our next driver to set a lap. We stay focused on Lifflander heading up the straightaway, exiting Hell Corner turn number 1. Warwas crosses the line, 2 minutes 7.798. Ingersoll, his first lap does not count. Bryan Sohn across the line, 2 minutes 6.6. And Lambert's on track! Let's go! Context, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 15 minutes ago, Brandon Lambert says, essentially, that everything's exploding on his computer. He did not think that he was going to race tonight. He's on track in the 46. As Tony Flores I think he crashed on his first lap, Brian. He's back out on track now. He's going to lose this lap. And he's only going to get maybe 1, if he's lucky.
Yeah, it's a big track. 2 minutes, two plus minutes a lap. Josh, they're maybe going to get 2-3 good laps out of them. If they got out instantly, now with 4 minutes remain, you're going to be very lucky to get 1 out.
I'll tell you what, if I'm reading this correctly, and if I've got my... Yes, it is. It is a 1-2-3 right now for Kieran Lifflander Racing in qualifying. Mosby, Lifflander, Grotto, and they are half a second faster than the rest of the field. So yes, Alex, I do assume that Kieran knows how to drive on nothing but pavement now. And Josh Sussey will be across the line next to finish his lap. His first lap, it did not count. Logan Grotto, next up. What you got? Across the line. Oh, you had something, Brian. You're inhaling like you're gonna yip-yap, and then you got nothing. 2 minute 4.4 for Grotto. I didn't. I don't think you are, Brian. I don't think so. Let's see. I want to pick a car and ride on board for a lap, but we are in the middle of an interesting qualifying battle. Matthew Warwas heading to the final corner. He's in 9th. 10 out of the 20 cars have clocked a lap time. That's how difficult this circuit is in Australia. Such a phenomenal circuit to run. Very hard to get a lap done, as we talked about. Kenneth Ingersoll to 7th. Bryan Sohn, 2 minute 5.4. And Lambert, 2 minute 5.5. Clinton Funk, will he set a lap time in the 122? 2 minute 7.6. And Mosby sitting P1. Will he improve? 2 minute 4.3. And the second lap did not count. He's got 1 lap left in the 35. Flores begins
interesting from
lap.
Anthony Flores.
Grotto.
Ooh. Was
second.
that off track?
Let's see. That had to have been
I
way
don't
off the road in the 7. He was off the curb. Matt Kingsbury to 6th.
He's maybe going to get 1 attempt at a flying lap right at the end. I think he's going to cross the line with a few seconds left, and that's what he's going to need because he is not in any position right now.
Let's ride on board Matt Mosby on the second part of this lap and enjoy this. Blind corners, no runoff, full commitment is needed. It's a dance, Brian, between you, the car, and the track. Apparently it takes 3 to tango on this one because it's phenomenal. Good thing there's walls there, otherwise it would not be a fun time off the side of the mountain.
I wish there wasn't a wall there. Just drive my car right off and never have to deal with it again.
Through the S's, 11 through 17, down to the dipper, and then Forest Elbow, turn 19, down the Conrad straight to the chase. Last couple of corners on this track, Matt Mosby will get slipstream on Clinton Funk in the 122. And we've seen the V8 supercars be full throttle, fully committed. And these Porsche Cup 175 on turn in for the 35 of Mosby. Spot your braking point. Don't lock up into the chase. 21 and 22, sliding it on corner exit is the 35. And down to Murray's corner, turn number 23. Another 90 left to end the lap. And what will Mosby get across the line? It is a 2-minute 4.0. He goes quicker than his teammates. Where's Grotto? Let's pick up the 67 of Logan Grotto. Bryan Sohn to third quick in the 03 in the AM class. What a run for him. Splitting the KLR cars. Liftlander's off the road. It is up to Grotto to beat his teammate, and he's looking for a quarter of a second. What a round in front of him! And that ruins it. He got distracted by Sussy spinning, and that's all she wrote.
Oof. Doyle just hit the wall there also. Or no, that was the 05. Who's the 05?
Blake Doyle goes to third quick. 2-minute 4.5.
Oh, surprisingly, Doyle, that didn't ruin his car.
And that, we've got Matt Kingsbury, Kevin Garcia, Raymond Rodriguez.
We got Scott Lindgren coming around for another lap.
Lindgren is going to be ending his qualifying run in the 3. He sends it to the pit lane. Nathan Palmer in the 25 next up. Through the left, through the right. Sitting 7th quick is the 25. And down to the final corner, Kenneth Ingersoll close behind him into the chase. Across the line for Ken, we've got Scott and we've got Ken. Phenomenal. Palmer stays 7th quick.
You know, Josh, I know what it is, and I just haven't implemented a fix. I gave in our software an area for everybody to put a preferred name, not thinking that people would just put their first name only. But I have to give them a preferred first name and preferred last name.
Gained a couple tenths, did Ingersoll in the 69. He goes to 9th quick. Kevin Garcia next up in the 505. For Team Watson Racing. Down to the final corner. He sits 6th quick. And he's only 2.5 tenths away from Bryan Sohn, so the AM class should be a really good battle here tonight. Across the line, 2-minute 5.6. He does not improve. Kingsbury sets his lap time, 2-minute 4.354. He ties the lap time of Logan Grotto. Well, technically, according to iRacing, it's 0.001, but timing listed is the same, so it might be the 4th decimal place. Take us through the qualifying results, Mr. Sawyer.
All right, top of the table, Matt Mosby, Logan Grotto, Matt Kingsbury, Blake Doyle, Bryan Sohn, Kieran Liftlander, Kevin Garcia, Nathan Palmer, Brandon Lambert, Ken, oh boy, I didn't read fast enough. I got the top 10. I think that's good enough.
We'll take a look at the grid when they begin to grid. Qualifying was more intense than I thought, so go ahead, take us through points and take us through upcoming programming.
Absolutely. Let's take a look. I think this is the right button. In the overall standings, we got Aiden Meta, 90 points. Brandon Lambert, 84. Matt Mosby, 84. Cody Crosgrove, 77. Matt Kingsbury, 69. Scott Lindgren, John Marshbanks, Raymond Rodriguez, Anthony Flores, and Kevin Fanning round out the top 10. Over in the, I believe this is the AM. Nope, this is the pro standings. Gotta switch over to the AM standings. Raymond Rodriguez top by 1 point over Scott Lindgren, 112 to 111. Marwin Mofta, Tucker Lindgren, Matthew Warwis, Christos Alvarez, Bryan Sohn, Brian Sawyer, Daniel Coletta, and Joe Pascucci are your top 10. Coming up on ASN, got a few things. Sunday Night Lights this Sunday. I think that's going to be me and you, Josh. Surprise, surprise. You didn't know that. We're going to Iowa, the last race of this season. And I think Eric Kaplinger is up by 1 point. I can't remember on who, but I know he's up by 1 point. So that's going to be a pretty good end to this month's season. SimCAR's back next week for Lime Rock. And then Sunday Night Lights, SimCAR flip-flop back and forth for a little bit. And then we have our Pro 4 Challenge coming up in June 16th, 8 p.m. Central Time. We're starting at Wheatland. And then after that, the next week is CrossCar. Starts back up, doing 4-week seasons for both of those. So be sure to sign up on our Discord. Are all the links? I don't know what you want to do next, Josh.
I'm excited for trucks. I'm excited for CrossCar. It's going to be fun no matter what series you run in. NASASimRacing.com if you'd like to join in on the action here in SimCAR with the Porsche Cup or with GT3 action coming back, I think in the summertime. We've got CrossCar, Stage Rally, Rallycross, Pro 4 trucks. What else we have? Whatever you want to race, bring an idea to us. I want to mention that with Aiden Meta missing the show tonight, had an emergency going on. Everything is fine. I was concerned wasn't going well for him, but everything's good from what he says. And Lambert now on track. Mosby versus Lambert for the championship lead. And Mosby's in the top 5. And where did Lambert qualify? The man from Alabama qualified 9th, and Mosby on pole position. We've seen crazy things happen, Bryan, with fast guys crash or have connection issues. But Lambert's a wise old fox. He might not be fast with hot laps, but he can keep the car on track.
I don't know, Josh. This is one of those tracks that's you get a little too confident in how well you're pushing, and it will punish you. Watching some of these guys push really hard during practice and just fall apart. So it's going to be an interesting race.
I want to give another shout out, not only NASASimRacing.com, but ASN TV USA across all social platforms, as Bryan was alluding to earlier on. If you'd like our content, or if you want to watch on Twitch, or we got some stuff on TikTok brewing, or whatever it may be, pick your poison. ASNTVUSA.com, and if you'd like your content broadcasted, you can reach out to us there. Always looking for new partners for ASN TV. 45 seconds left in this warm-up session. And one car that has clocked a lap. Well, it doesn't count on my end, Bryan, so it doesn't look like anyone has clocked an official lap in warm-up.
Oh.
As Kieran Lifflander is sneaking his way through on Scott Lindgren. The 20.
I think Scott Lindgren hit the wall.
He backed it into the fence. That's when you got no runoff. I mean, this first lap obviously is going to be very hectic. Every first lap this season has been incredible, for good and for bad. Imola last week, Laguna Seca, Okayama, Spa. It doesn't matter what track. And I'm curious to see what will transpire down to Hell Corner Turn 1 and up the first straightaway. The Mountain Straight to Quarry Corner Turn number 2. Because you got to figure it out, Bryan. You got to slipstream those guys down that straight, figure it out, and get single file before you hit the mountain. Good news that Brandon Lambert got in after 3 restarts, 5 file refreshes. No, he refreshed it 8 times, and it finally worked. Let's take a look at the grid. I'll give you redemption for the qualifying order, Mr. Sawyer. Take us through it.
Matt Mosby, Logan Grado, Matt Kingsbury, Blake Doyle, Brian Sohn, Kieran Lifflander, Kevin Garcia, Nathan Palmer, Brandon Lambert, Ken. Like just Ken. Darius, Kenneth Ingersoll. Sorry, I had to remember his full name. Darius Tim, Scott Lindgren, Ray Rodriguez, Matthew Warwas, Clinton Funk, Josh Sussy, Anthony Flores, Marwan Mafta, Tucker Lindgren, Melanie Pro, and that is it. 20 cars.
Tony Flores, 17th.
Yeah, he didn't set a time.
I think he made a mistake every lap. We talked about that lap on that last lap in turn 1. So we roll in Australia. And the KLR boys on the front row of the grid, Logan Grado, Matt Mosby, Blake Doyle, Matt Kingsbury, and Kieran Lifflander. Brian Sohn, top 5. Shout out Brian Sohn. Out qualifying one of the fastest kids I've ever watched in sim racing, Kieran Lifflander. That is incredible. We remember in Magny Cours a couple of weeks ago, rather last season, he qualified well and had an issue in the first couple laps. So hopefully that does not happen again. Safety car to pit lane.
Oh, wow, we're already going off.
Already. 20 cars, 45 minutes. Thanks for joining us on ASN TV. We get set to go green on the mountain in Australia. Green flag in Mount Panorama. Off the line, Mosby gets a good jump compared to his teammate Grotto. Grotto fights Kingsbury down to the first corner. Lifflander looked to the inside, thought better of it. Doyle side by side now with Lifflander. Palmer, Sohn, Ingersoll, Lambert, Lindgren battling with Garcia. Tim's looking 3 wide. Up the straightaway, Flores, Warwas, Lindgren, Funk, Prow, Sussy. The running order. Rodriguez and Moftah have missed the start, starting from the pit lane. Wise decision for the Puerto Rican and the Egyptian. To Quarry Corner for the first time. KLR 1-2, Kingsbury 3rd, Lifflander 4th. Calm through the field. Sohn misses his apex, loses 2 positions. Into the wall goes Timms in the 31. 1 car around in the back. It's Kevin Garcia in the 505. The man from New Mexico got all turned around. He got hit by Darius Timms after he hit the curb. They come together and block the track for the moment. Grotto trying to pull away. As what happened, Mosby lost a couple positions in the 35. He let his teammate go. I think he might have gotten a penalty. He had to give the spot to Kingsbury. Kingsbury slides it into the fence, into 21 and back across the track. No contact with the field. Can he hold the brakes? He does. Unbelievably, nobody hit Kingsbury through 10.
Oh, he's got to turn around. Race is basically over at that point.
And he's in the way of Kevin Garcia, Josh Sussy, Rodriguez, and Moftah. Kingsbury trying to get turned around. He's back going again. At the sharp end of the field, Grotto leads, Mosby leads Lifflander.
Makes contact with Raymond Rodriguez getting back on track and backs up Marwan Moftah. So they're not going to be happy about that one.
We say it all the time in our rallycross shows, pay attention to your relative. Where everyone is, listen to the spotter, listen to the crew chief. And here we are. So we've got a KLR podium sweep at the moment. Grotto, Mosby, and Lifflander 1, 2, and 3. Palmer 4th. Doyle pits in the 5. Early stop. I think he got some damage.
He's got a meat ball flag.
Black flag with the orange disc with the contact with Kingsbury. Up the hill. Mosby slides it into Lifflander. Saves it. He loses time. Loses the spot to Palmer. Here comes Ingersoll in the 69. We ride on board. Palmer in the 25. Looking up at Lifflander in the 20. Ingersoll gets by the 35 of Mosby. And what I just talked about, Brian, Lambert back in the field, Mosby on pole, the 2 title protagonists, as of now, with Meta not here, are following each other on the circuit. Mosby ahead of Lambert. Ingersoll in front of them. Kingsbury and Doyle in the pit lane. What's your thought process now? If you're Mosby, you're at the top of the title. It's a title race, and you've got Ingersoll in front of you, and you got Lambert all over the rear wing. Force a pass?
Maybe. I mean, I'm not quite sure. The points aren't that big. Like he's okay. I just kind of, we're looking at what, a 29, 30, or no, a 22 lap race potentially. It's very early. I'd chill out for a little bit and just see what happens.
Palmer in front of these guys, saves it.
And that's why you want to wait. You don't want to be pushing too hard when something like that happens in front of you.
Here comes Darius Timms in the 31 behind Lambert in the 46. The Canadian, I think this is his first start this season. Great to see him back. In the 31.
No, we've seen Darius before this season.
I don't know how to read. Or I don't remember. So he's here, and that's all that matters. He definitely missed, I think, last week or the week before. As Ingersoll almost holding up these two, or rather holding the field up to catch these KLR cars. And Mosby, fastest man in qualifying. There's a train forming. This is back.
There is.
This is third, back to 10th. Yes, third back to, well, 9th with Flores. So there comes a point where, yeah, you want to wait, Bryan, right? You want your competition to make mistakes, but if you're Mosby and you've got the fast car, I don't know. I would make a move. It would probably be a very ill-fated move, but I would at least try and make a move around Ingersoll here. The 35 following the 69. Kevin Garcia looks to the inside on Melanie. Prow in turn 2. That was never going to work. Prow into the fence. Garcia stops in the racing line, and Clinton Funk goes by both of them. Beautiful camera shots as we take a look at the field. Winding their way. Tim's in the fence in the 31. You take your concentration away from the circuit for a millisecond, Mr. Sawyer. Into the fence you go. 2-minute 5.1 for Grotto, 6.2 for Lifflander.
I mean, Josh, there's a reason why I'm not on this track tonight. I don't have the concentration. It might sound like I hate road racing. I don't hate road racing. I'm a
5 corners.
I'm a big fan
Contact
of a roval, Josh.
with Mosby and Ingersoll. He forced his way through. Into him goes Palmer. They stacked up the field in the dipper. Palmer loses 2 spots, has lost his hood. Is that a replay of what happened with Ingersoll?
No, that was not a replay. That was... Who's the gold car there?
That was Scott Lindgren.
Yeah, that was... We're gonna take a look. We could find a better angle of what happened there.
Well, that was Warwis in the gold car. Mosby just sent it to the inside. Lambert and Mosby, live pictures, final corner for third. Lambert got by him in that incident, so now I know there's still 5 races left, but we know that every point matters. And Lambert now, ahead of Mosby, on the podium in the 46. Kenneth Ingersoll out of this race after that incident. Nathan Palmer, is he out? No, he's just in the pit lane. Down the straightaway to Quarry Corner. Turn number 2, we look at Clinton Funk and Kevin Garcia. Matt Mosby looked to the inside on Lambert, nothing doing in turn 2. And Funk slipstreaming the 505 of Garcia up the hill, over the bumps to Quarry Corner, turn number 2. Garcia defending the inside. Funk looks to the outside, late on the brakes in the 122. Track is so bumpy here in Mount Panorama. No move done yet. Into the wall! I cannot believe, did Mosby hit the wall? No, he didn't. Wow, he was sliding, Bryan. I thought he touched the wall. Into the wall, though, behind him is Timms in the 31. They're back going again.
Yeah, they're moving.
Stressful. I'm not even driving and it's stressful, Bryan. Tell you what. Did we ride on board a full lap? I can't even remember.
Most of a lap. We did most of a lap.
Garcia completely had to blow the S's at the top of the hill to get by Warwis, and he saved it. He's going to lose some time. What I was going to say is let's pick a car and ride on board and enjoy a lap at speed. But if we did that already, we don't have to worry about that. But you can make the call.
Pretty much did. What I want to do, though, so I want to go back and look at some of the race incidents off the start. Look at
keep an eye on live pictures.
See what happened right off the start with Kevin Garcia. Kevin Garcia hitting the curb just a little bit on basically turn 1 of this race. Going around, most cars skillfully avoiding him. Nobody hitting him. He gets to get going again. And then Josh Sussey was a little bit involved in that. Matt Kingsbury later on hitting a wall after the curb, getting backwards. That could have been huge. That is probably the worst position he could have been put in. And just stuck backwards, waiting for all these cars to get by him. Then Melanie Pro had an issue. Not quite sure where we were looking. Oh.
Turn 2. Lambert and Mosby came together in the chase. Lambert has lost third. and fourth to Darius Timms. They are beating and banging like it's a NASCAR race at Martinsville for the fourth position.
And again, taking a look at the Ken Ingersoll, and oof. Yeah, he just got abused on that corner. Not sure. There was a massive accident here in the 1000, right? Or in the
Yes.
however long. Yeah, I think it was in that same corner.
Year. I recall what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was this year where the car was just sitting there and got hit.
Yeah. I wish I had specifics. I remember watching it. It was really brutal. That's all I remember with the Bathurst 1000. So I want to get a race reset right now, 10 minutes in, because it has been chaotic. Logan Grotto leads. He's leading by a second and a half over his teammate. Or no, rather, it's Grotto, Lifflander, and Mosby. But, okay, Kieran's having connection issues, so that's worrisome for the 20. He's been blinking in and out. Darius Timms is in fourth. Lambert fifth. Flores slipstreaming the 46. Looking potentially to the inside. They are two-car tandeming down the straightaway. With
Josh,
Lindgren,
I'd like to...
Lindgren, Sohn, and Garcia. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to turn your attention to this. Tony Flores in sixth.
With the curb!
Yeah, well,
Commentators curse Bryan. Again, it has gone wrong for the 7. He got overzealous on the curb, hopped it, and around he went.
I was going to say start at 17th, up to 6th. It falls to 8th.
Not anymore.
No, he's up. He's still up 9 positions. Just is still pretty good. But then now that puts Tucker Lindgren as our top gainer so far.
Scott Lindgren battling
up
Lambert.
11.
Scott is in the AM class lead for the moment. And a reminder, Bryan, that I don't remember who it was, but somebody smoked a kangaroo. It was during the 12 hour, I think. Got out of the car. got out of the car, was covered in, you could imagine what he's covered in, walked over to the spectators and cracked a beer. It was phenomenal. Scott Lindgren looks on Lambert, no move done.
That's what I call every day getting off work, smoking a kangaroo.
It's well, I have to call it that to be PG. It was the kangaroo was unalived, is what we will say. Lambert and Lindgren battling for the 5th spot. Rodriguez and Warwiss. What is going on here? And the points leader in the M class moves to 10th, but he is
Warwiss's car is falling apart. Oh, that's right. Warwiss struck Ingersoll.
Yes.
So, surprised Warwiss's car is still driving at a relatively competent speed, but I'm waiting for that bumper to fall off all these bumps.
This Grotto, Lifflander, that top 3 hasn't changed. The body panels aren't actual debris, correct? You would just phase through them if you dropped it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Please, soon. That would be something else.
That'd be cool. It stays there until, like, the track is clear for a certain amount of time, like somebody walked out there and pulled it off. Yep. I'd enjoy that.
Don't look away, but Logan Grotto is being reeled in by team owner Kieran Lifflander for the race lead. Last lap, Grotto 2-minute 4.9 to a 4.1 for Lifflander. It is about to reset at the sharp end of the field, and we will see. 67, 2-minute 5.1. Lifflander, 2-minute 4.0. He is he's going to be P1 with that pace. A second faster than his teammate again. Fastest lap for the 20.
Seems to have gotten together since... Evan's pretty quick in these. I've done a little practice with him.
Mosby third. Timms, Lambert, Lindgren, Garcia 8th, Funk, and Rodriguez. Clinton Funk in 9th.
Yeah,
Great run.
Clinton Funk, I was talking to him before the race. He was very happy with how he was doing. He pulled the 206 in practice. He was very happy with that. It seems he's done it again in race. 206, 566, his fastest time. So yeah, good show out for Funk. He likes this track though. That's what he said.
You either love it or you absolutely hate it. Through turn 10, through Skyline turn 11 to the S's for the leaders at the sharp end of the field. Lifflander trying to find a way around his teammate as we head to the Dipper and Forest's Elbow on lap number 7 here in Bathurst. An impressive drive for the KLR team tonight.
Did he just let him by? No.
No.
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Kieran trying. He's not staying in the slipstream. He knows you're there. You don't have to keep weaving. Get the slipstream down the Conrad to the chase. Full commitment.
Very curious how this
corner.
How this team practices, Josh, because there's some teams that just practice, they just run laps and, hey, how do I get a faster and faster lap? And there's some teams that, like when I practice with some of my teammates, we practice, hey, where should we pass on this track and how close do I need to be? I wonder if they
Contact with Sussy and Palmer in the back of the field. A massive crash for the 13.
Oof.
And he was trying to let Palmer by. Palmer drove right in the back. Sussy said trying to let you by. Palmer said you brake checked me in the middle of the road. Huge hit for the 13. If you're going to let somebody by, I mean, I would cut the S's there on the left-hand side. Don't just stop.
Oh, he slammed on the brakes in the racing line.
Worst part, you could do that.
Up the mountain, why? Just drive the car.
Drive the car or pull off in the S's. Around he went. Rodriguez pits from 10th in the 129. Lifflander still trying to chase down his teammate. There's a 10th of a second in it between those two at the sharp end of the field. Darius Timms was half a second faster than Matt Mosby the last time around, chasing down 35 for the third spot.
Like Doyle just pulled a pass on Bryan Sohn off to the pits.
And we've got Tony Flores with his meatball flag. Doyle stays out. Sohn pits. Prow pits in the 12. 15
Is the sun going down, Josh, or is it just cloudy?
I think the sun is going down. Well, no, sim time says 4:17 p.m. So
Kieran Lifflander into the wall just a little bit. Straightens out his car, but keep doing that. The car's not going to start driving very well.
Mosby got a slowdown. Or no, he hit the wall in the S's. He had to give up the spot to Timms in the 31. It's going to be a matter of just survive. Matt Kingsbury obliterated the wall on lap 1. He's up to 13th. It's just a matter of surviving.
Look at Matt Mosby trying to get around Darius Timms, bring it back to a KLR 1-2-3. I think he might be able to make it happen.
Nope, nothing doing yet.
Tim's still going to hold on.
Lifflander 2/10 up on his teammate. Everybody else has calmed down for the moment in this field. It's the battle between the teammates and a battle between Timms and Mosby for the third position. Timms and Mosby are 10 seconds away from the race lead. And to put that into perspective, that's the distance of this straightaway, Brian.
Yeah.
Turn 2.
Very curious how this battle up front's going to go, Josh. Clearly, they don't have team orders to let Kieran through. Grado's really defending, holding well. Kieran's
saved it.
Kieran is pushing very
he
hard.
He's
up
pushing
the left
like this and hit the wall.
He was pushing like this in practice and spun it quite a few times. But I was going to say, Kieran, not historically a car that passes other cars. He's usually up front, so I don't know how much experience he has passing.
Pushing so hard in the 20 over the curbs. This is phenomenal stuff. From I have to be biased for 2 seconds against Kieran. From someone that we have watched him commentators cursing the wall.
He's going to. He's Josh. It's only a matter of minutes until he destroys this vehicle.
He knows how to wheel a race car, is my point. But we talked about it in the open. We've talked about it all these times, Brian. You have to respect this track, and he. There's
half a race left.
Yeah, it's surviving the mountain, whether it's SimCAR in 45 minutes or whether it's Bathurst for 1,000K for supercars. And interesting thing here, Brian, he better be using the virtual mirror because he doesn't have mirrors anymore on the 20. I don't know if you on my display. I don't have any mirrors.
He's left them behind. He needs it. He needs to lose them for speed.
Timms and Mosby touching the chase. Moved him out of the way. Did Mosby. Or Mosby ran deep. Timms tried to fight, pinched him to the curb. 6 of one, half a dozen to the other if you want to take a second look if you've got that.
Sure.
That was something else. Oh, they touched. I didn't see that. They touched in the chase. These guys are elbows out for third. That's all I caught was what's on screen now. Back to live pictures. So despite crashing into the wall, Bryan, 3 times, Kieran was only a tenth slower than his teammate the last time around. He is at the limit of adhesion in the 20. Tucker Lindgren gets by Melanie Prow. She is off the lead lap in the 12. I want to ride on board Kieran here for this section of track. And just, let's just watch. Right, the left, the right, down the hill. Left again. Completely blind. Unbelievable. He was pointed towards the wall, and he saved it. And to the dipper and Forest Elbow. Lap number 10 here in Bathurst. He hits the wall again. 20 minutes into this race. Bryan, I don't want to look away.
Yeah, Josh, he's down. He's lost about 8 tenths in the past couple laps on his teammate. I think some of it has to do with striking the rear of his car just against the walls on turn exits.
Ooh,
He's in the grass, and there it is.
Locked it up, pushing so hard.
We knew it was coming.
He made a mistake in the best possible part of the track, though, because that's the only place that you have runoff. So now, can he catch his teammate, or will he survive for second? It's a perfect opportunity. Thanks, Kieran Lifflander. I'm kidding. I don't ever want to have anyone make a mistake. But it has opened up our opportunity to step aside and go ASN nonstop from Mount Panorama. Stick around.
Racing isn't easy. but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
The SimCAR Porsche Cup on ASN TV is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation, Lambert Designs, and Whiplash SimCams. If you like what you have seen tonight, be sure to like and subscribe to ASN TV, no matter the platform, at ASN TV USA. And if you DM Bryan and you ask him really nicely, he might get you that dark web domain. Ring the bell to catch our live streams every single week. And if you'd like to join the chaos and calamity, whether it's Rallycross, Cross Car, Stage Rally, Porsche Cup, or GT3, NASASimRacing.com. We have something for everyone in 2026. We welcome you back to round 6 of the SimCAR Porsche Cup. Bryan Sawyer next to me in the commentary box. My name is Josh Mertz on ASN TV. And during the break, I've got some bad news. If you're a Darius Timms fan, he crashed at the top of the hill. And also, if you're a fan of Brandon Lambert, because he also crashed in sympathy with Darius Timms. But
Well, they're racing side by side, Josh. What are you telling me?
are they now?
Yeah.
Listen, they both spun. I watched it with my own 4 eyes, but it's good to see that they're back on track and they keep driving. This has moved Tucker Lindgren into a podium position as an AM driver. As what happened to Kieran? I definitely missed that. Did Kieran
probably pit after he went off there.
Pit stops are happening. So Kieran drops
Pit
a couple
stops
places.
pit stops are happening. Kieran's the only one in the top 6 that have gone so far. Clinton Funk behind him has not gone, but it looks like the rest of the field has gone or is currently sitting in the pits for the rest of the race.
If you enjoy this, be sure to join us next Thursday for round 7 of the SimCAR Porsche Cup from Lime Rock Park in Connecticut, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, only on ASN TV. You'll have, who's it? What, it's going to be you and Alex?
It might be
Ray?
me. Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
It's not going to be you.
No, my wife and I are going to be celebrating our 4th wedding anniversary. I cannot believe time goes quick, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's wild to think about. Let's get a race reset. We've got 17 and a half, let's call it. Logan Grotto leads. Matt Mosby in second. Lindgren, Timms, Lambert. Top 5 have yet to pit, and Clinton Funk is yet to pit. Interesting, and interested rather, to see this pit strategy unravel. Matt Kingsbury in the pit lane. Do you take tires, Bryan? I would say no.
No. In a 45-minute race, you don't take tires. These tires can last quite a bit longer.
Josh Sussey has spun again in the S's. He has to wait for all these guys to come by him. Lambert moves up a place. It's Darius Timms. What happened here? They're still side by side in turn 2. They touch again, and into the wall again goes Lambert in the 46, out in front of Lifflander. No contact. That was scary. You come around that blind turn 2 and you see a car in the middle of the road. Code brown.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Whew.
Now back to what I was focusing on. Marlon Mofta harassing Clinton Funk, trying to get by him.
What a move! Is it going to
Makes
stick?
it happen on...
No!
Nope.
He didn't hit the wall, though. Wow!
I go on the outside there is adventurous.
I thought he was a goner. You hop that curb, it's over. All right. Logan Grotto by 10, well, 9.5 over his teammate Mosby. Lindgren, Timms, Lifflander has gotten by Lambert. Top 4 yet to pit. Lambert and Funk have yet to pit. Tucker Lindgren, is he the highest charger? 16 spots gained in the 997. Started 19th. Grotto pits in the 67. Mosby, his teammate, stays out. Let's see what happens to Lindgren. What will Grotto do? We take a look at Moftaw in the 191 behind Funk. Grotto exits.
Oh!
Into the wall goes Moftaw.
Pop the car off the wall.
66 degrees ambient, 68 degrees track temp. Not a drop of rain in the sky or around the racetrack. I think there was a practice that had rain scheduled yesterday, so it threw these guys off with their setups potentially. Lifflander behind Timms. Grotto comes out in front of Lindgren. No contest. Mosby to the race lead for the moment. Lambert in the pit lane. Funk. He stays out. Moftaw pits in the 191. The gap between Timms and Lifflander about 3/4 of a second. Matt Kingsbury has parked the 21, take him out of it, and Marwan Moftaw in the 191, still in the pit lane. He's eating tires. He exits the pit lane now.
Might be. Take a look at the pit times. He's up. Yeah, he must have taken time. Who knows?
9.4. I don't think he did.
No.
So Mosby, with 14 minutes left, leads this race. Grotto is 18.5 behind. Does Mosby have a chance? No. The delta's 32 seconds. Lifflander's 22 off the lead. Lifflander might get by Mosby.
Yeah, who hasn't pit yet? Mosby hasn't pit. Lindgren hasn't pit.
Timms and Funk.
I think Grado's taking the lead once Mosby pits.
Lifflander and Timms down the Conrad straight to the chase. Timms middle of the road. Lifflander, no way to the inside. Does he make it work? They touch on the curb. No, he doesn't. Crosses the track, and the kid from South Carolina tried a ballsy move, and it didn't work.
Garen, you're getting too adventurous on this track. It will punish you for trying those moves.
Darius Timms says, "Am I not leaving enough space?" Here Lifflander says, "GG." I think.
Try and take a look.
Roll it back.
Take a look. Yeah, we're gonna go
okay.
from. Can I get high above? You can get high enough above.
This is information. From my experience, you don't pass in the chase. You set a guy up for this left-hand corner here, outbrake him. It's ballsy to try and make something work on that right-hander, Bryan, but it usually ends up like this.
We'll look one more time, full speed.
We're not missing anything up front. Lifflander slipstreaming, middle of the road was Timms. Lifflander looked to the inside, clipped the curb, and that could have been much worse than it was.
Yeah, I mean, Timms is on the outs. Timms needs to take the turn. He left plenty of room. He left the lane. But also, why are you on the inside lane? That is not where you make the pass here.
No, absolutely not. Clinton Funk is in the pit lane. We've lost Marwan Moftaw. Funk exits. We focus on Tucker Lindgren for the moment. He is yet to pit. So is Mosby. Lambert and Lindgren battling, but Tucker holds the M-Class lead for the moment. Just under 12 minutes left to go here in Bathurst. Be sure to join the conversation no matter where you're at on the internet, enjoying our coverage tonight on ASN Live or ASN On Demand. Take a look. Lambert still in the 46. No. You said you were watching on Twitch. We got one viewer.
I'm talking to myself on Twitch. It's me.
And it's you.
I'm talking to myself in chat. Leave me alone.
I'm not judging. I love it. Tucker Lindgren pits from the 4th position. Matt Mosby is in the pit lane. So where is Logan Grotto's already way out in front. I know how to read a scoring pylon. Darius Timms. Oh, he hasn't pitted yet, has he? In the 31.
We can take a look here.
I'm looking at my timing. I don't have any pit
timings. Yeah, Darius Timms is the last car to take to the pits. 10 minutes remaining.
So, unbelievably, with the absolute disaster is a really horribly dramatic word, but for lack of a word. After a disastrous race, an adventurous race for the KLR boys, they are still sitting in a net podium sweep once Tim's pits. That's phenomenal. Yeah. Kieran has crashed 3 times.
He's crashed 3 times in the best spot to crash, where you can just keep going. You get stuck around up in the mountain here. It's a different story. It's kind of like Kingsbury. Get backwards and have to wait for the entire field to pass.
Grotto, Timms, Liftlander's gotten by Mosby. What happened here? Did he pass him? I just don't know how to read again. Oh no, he let him by. Does Mosby recognize that Liftlander's faster than him? I'm not entirely sure. He let him by exit of turn 2. Pulled over to the left-hand side and let Liftlander through.
Interesting.
So Kieran is 11 seconds back on Grotto. Unless Grotto crashes, it's over for...
I don't know, Josh. I'm not pulling over. Look at him. You've crashed 3 times. I'm fine. Why am I letting you by?
Liftlander, Mosby, second or rather third and fourth with Timms yet to pit, but Timms has committed to the pit lane. Left, right. Why do European road courses insist on these crazy chicanes on pit entry? I mean, I know it's to slow the cars, right? But I don't want to have to practice a whole nother section of track, Bryan. And you've got 4 corners before I could pit. Make it simple.
Okay.
All right.
There's a simple option. You just don't take the corners and you just drive straight.
Yeah, and then the marshals would love giving me a black flag. All right. I might have spoken too soon on the Grotto versus Liftlander. We've got 8.5 minutes, Bryan, but Kieran was a second faster than Grotto last time around, and it was key. It was in Sector 2 at the top of the mountain. Let's keep an eye on this.
There's 8 minutes left, and if he's only a second faster, that's only going to be 4 laps. He's not making this gap up. He would need to be 2.5 seconds faster than Grotto each lap, and that is not going to happen. Grotto's running 2:05s right now.
Well, we've seen some crazy things on the NASA Rallycross side from this kid from South Carolina. I am in the boat of anything can happen. Usually does. And the speed that these guys are carrying through.
Ooh, who is Timms is really off pace right there, allowing Lindgren, Lambert, and other Lindgren to really catch up to him.
Tucker's trying
Get a little train coming in the last 8 minutes.
Tucker's trying to go 2 in a row after winning in Laguna Seca last week. 9.1 seconds at the sharp end of the field. The M-Class battle has, let's call it 7/10 between them. Scott has to dispatch of Lambert before he could overtake his boy for the race lead. Arguably, Scott's in the best spot because he could slipstream past Lambert and steal the spot away from Tucker. Down the Conrad to the chase on lap 18 here. Mount Panorama, Bathurst in Australia. Under 7 minutes left to go for the 6th round of the SimCAR Porsche Cup. To the inside goes Lambert on Tucker. They touch! Off the road goes Tucker. Off the road goes Lambert. Here comes Scott for the AM-Class lead, and he'll take it.
Oh.
What?
And again,
guys, why?
This is why you don't go there. I'm going to watch that again. That was beautiful. That was a nice crash. That was awesome to watch from Scott's point of view.
I've known Lambert for 20 years, so I'm going to say this. Brandon, you should know. You should know not to make a move in that corner, dude. I'm allowed. It's been 20 years I've known him. I'm just... You took out the AM class leader. Come on, man. You know better. Let's get a reset. So, there is a second and a half between the Lindgrens at the AM class battle. With less than 6 minutes. Just have to see how it goes. Gap is 7.3 from Grotto to Lifflander.
I'll watch Nathan Palmer a little bit here.
You guys can't see it, but Bryan, look internally. You see my face? Kieran was 2 seconds faster the last time around. 2 seconds faster the last time around. you might be eating your words. The gap is 6.5 at the sharp end of the field.
He was what, Josh?
2 seconds up the last time around.
He was 2 seconds up the last time around.
Yep. Thanks, Bryan. Phenomenal. Gap is 6.2 at the sharp end of the field. Into the wall goes Palmer in the back. Well, were we focused on that? Look at that. We're
watching Nathan Palmer right now. Nathan Palmer's got a front end. Brandon Lambert does not. So I'm thinking Palmer's going to be able to get by here at some point. He's just got a little better arrow.
Left. The gap is continuing to shrink. Lifflander was 3 seconds faster than Grotto the last time around. Bryan, are you sure you're not taking your words back yet?
Yeah, I think we're fine.
I don't.
There's 4:25 left. That's three laps, mate. Nah, that ain't happening.
Lambert and Palmer battling for 8th. Scott and Tucker battling for the M-Class lead, 5th overall.
Goodbye, Palmer. Palmer off to the pits. I think he is done with his vehicle for the evening.
Palmer,
Josh, you seem to be forgetting here, though. Kieran has to make up not only 2 seconds per lap, but also make the pass. And we've seen him struggle with that this evening. He got in a couple accidents trying to make passes, and he's hitting the walls again. He just hit 2 in the wall. 2 in a row.
If there is someone that is amazing on 1 lap pace, out of this field, the field that's right here, right now, is Kieran Lifflander. And he's seeing red. He knows he's made mistakes. And the former NASA Rallycross World Champion trying to chase his teammate down. There's 4.3 seconds between them with 3.25 minutes left to go. This should be 2 laps to go in Australia. Kieran Lifflander Racing looking great for a podium sweep. Darius Timms in 4th. Great run for him. And the Lindgrens having a family duel for 5th overall and the AM class win. Scott leading Tucker. Never mind. Commentators curse. Tucker's around in the S's. The luck has ran out for the 997. Take him out of it. Good thing you weren't paying attention. I should just stop speaking, Bryan.
It seems like anytime I try and compliment somebody, they hit the wall and die. So I've stopped this race.
The Kieran Lifflander hype train is over. He's just crashed in the final corner.
Oh,
I'm eating my words.
Oh, that car's stepping out tire-wise now.
I think he locked it up or he drove off the road. He definitely
he was pushing real hard once again.
See ya. Track goes the other way, mate. And it's not the direction that you just drove. Nathan Palmer.
Oh, he's still going to pull 3rd out of this.
The podium's better than completely crashing.
Ooh, we got Doyle right on the rear end of Warwas. Nearly touch. Oh! Right past Nathan Palmer, who's in the wall sideways.
Josh Sussy in 14th. Palmer falls to 11th from the 8th position.
The only thing relatively close right now on the track is Lambert chasing down Lindgren.
Tim's up to 4th from 11th. Scott from 12th to 5th. Tucker from 19th to 6th. Even with the mistake, Tucker has had a great night.
Grado up 1. Mosby down 1.
You got the other side of the coin, though, Bryan. Brian Sohn from 5th down to 16th. Kingsbury from 3rd to 18th. So there's what could have been for a couple of these guys tonight.
Yeah, Tucker's our hard charger this evening. Up 13 positions tonight. Trying to see who's the lowest. I think it is maybe Kingsbury down 15. Thought I just saw it down 16 waiting for that thing to rotate by. Nope, it's Matt Kingsbury losing the most this evening at 15 positions down. And go back and look at Warwick Doyle.
They are heading up the hill to turn 2.
48 seconds remain. Where is Grado on this track? He's
11.
coming around the final
Grado will
turn.
take the white flag this time around in Bathurst. Barney waving the white flag. 1 lap to go for the 67 here in Bathurst. It has been a race of attrition, racing the track, racing yourself, racing the car, and maybe your competitors. Matt Mosby, Kieran Lifflander. After everything that this team has been through tonight, they are looking good for that podium sweep still. That's an impressive feat. A 1-2 finish is hard enough, but to sweep the podium's even harder.
Oh.
Matthew Warwick and Doyle battling to the death for 10th. Ryan Sohn up the road. Clinton Funk in 9th, right ahead of these two. Into the wall goes Warwick. To the inside goes Doyle. They'll be side by side down the Conrad Straight.
Ooh, 2 cars in front too. A little off pace. Seems they're lapped vehicles, I believe.
He'll get a little slipstream. It's Sohn off the lead lap. In front of him is Funk for the 9th position. These guys racing for position.
Are we
Doyle
gonna
on the
do it
outside,
again?
side by side. He backs out of it. Good move into the chase. For the 47.
I was ready for it.
Bracing yourself for the inevitable contact that we would have seen. Logan Grotto navigating the tricky S's for the final time here at Bathurst, into the dipper, into the chase, or sorry, Forest Elbow into Conrad, then to the chase. And he's weaving his way down the Conrad Straight. Don't celebrate too quick. You don't want to crash. I've crashed before celebrating a race win that I thought I had in the bag. It's embarrassing.
You see those people running race marathons and tripping before the line because they're celebrating. You don't want that to be you.
It was a NASA Rallycross race.
I'll clip
celebrated
it.
and I crashed in the final corner. It was not a fun time. Logan Grotto has survived the war between his teammates, the rest of the grid, the country of Australia, whatever you want to say. And it is victory for the 67. Tonight, he has conquered the mountain. Grotto does it in Australia. Matt Mosby from pole position will come home in second. And Kieran Lifflander has found every possible method to forget about a podium sweep, but he still manages it. The South Carolinian third. It's a 1-2-3 for KLR. Fourth will be Darius Timms, an incredible run for him in the 31. And who is in fifth, Brian? In car number 3? And looking
It's just
good.
Scott.
Just Scott in car number 3. The wise old man that he is pipped his son and takes the victory in the AM class. Tucker 6th, 7th Lambert, 8th Raymond Rodriguez, 9th, tentatively, is Clinton Funk. No, it's not. Blake Doyle back to this battle. Doyle looks to the inside for the 9th position. What happened to Warwick? Not sure. Funk commits on the outside. One last breaking point. Onto the curb. Goes Doyle into Funk. Does Funk save it? No, he doesn't. Where is Warwick? And Funk trying to get refired. Funk back on track. Doyle back on track. Here comes Palmer. Palmer off the track. Passing.
Palmer will take it.
What just happened? Palmer takes 12th. 13th Clinton Funk. 14th Blake Doyle. And another instance. Why pass there?
It's going to be heartbreaking for Funk there. Going
He had
to ninth and just
super clean race until then.
He just got eaten alive right there. Lost 2 positions.
All right, Mr. Sawyer, if you can really quickly, can you take us through the classification tonight from Bathurst?
Absolutely. Logan Grotto takes a win. Matt Mosby and Kieran Lifflander round out the KLR podium. Darius Timms in P4. Scott Lindgren. Tucker Lindgren. Brandon Lambert. Ray Rodriguez. Matthew Warwick. Nathan Palmer rounds out the top 10. In 11th, we got Clinton Funk, Blake Doyle in 12th, Kevin Garcia, Josh Sussey, Melanie Pro. Bryan Sohn, Marwan Mafta, Matt Kingsbury, Anthony Flores, and Ken.
Just Ken.
It's just Ken. It's Ken of Fingersole, but it's just Ken.
As that was super fun race. We won't get full final thoughts just yet, but we need to take a second, take a breath. We have watched a lot, but we didn't have a flipping car. No flip counter.
No flip counter. I'm waiting for the iRacing to report the race results so I can get you current points.
Tell you what, Brian, give me programming notes. I'll do that while you try and pull points. So just a reminder, we'll get to the full sponsor plug in a minute, but asntvusa.com for any and all information on all of our coverage. Our next show will be Sunday Night Lights from the Iowa Speedway on the 31st, 8 o'clock Central. I don't know why it's referenced as Central, but Brian's new graphic is amazing either way. I think it's going to be me and Brian for that show. Iowa's always a fun track. Curious to see if it'll be under the lights, but that season championship looking good between Eric Kaplinger and let's just say the rest of the field as Kieran has bowed out of NASA Rallycross lights for now. Our next show for the SimCAR Porsche Cup will be Lime Rock next Thursday, the 4th of June. That'll be 9 o'clock Eastern Time. You'll notice Sunday Night Lights and Porsche Cup. And then we have Pro 4 starting in Wheatland and Crosscar in Charlotte. That's going to be a lot of fun. If you like what you have seen tonight, be sure to like and subscribe to ASN TV, no matter the platform, at ASN TV USA. According to Brian, we might even be on the dark web. Be sure to ring the bell to catch our live streams every week. And if you'd like your content broadcasted, like I said, ASNTVUSA.com. If you'd like to join the chaos, whether it's Rallycross, Crosscar, Stage Rally, Porsche Cup, 4x4 trucks, what else do we got? GT3, I think they've got GT4. They've run it before. NASASimRacing.com. Bring us an idea. We're over 730 members. It's a wonderful community. If you've got an idea, you bring it to us. We will make it happen and have some more fun stuff. Brian, you got points for us?
I got points exiting this evening. Let's look at overall. Matthew Mosby, 111, followed by Brandon Lambert, 102. Ada Meta down the third, 90 points. Scott Lindgren, Ray Rodriguez, Matt Kingsbury, Cody Crossgrove, Logan Grotto, Tucker Lindgren, and John Marshbanks. Over in the AM category, Scott Lindgren now on top, 138 to Raymond Rodriguez's 135. This is still a really tight battle between these two. Tucker Lindgren in P3 making himself known, 118. Marwan Mafta, 111. Matthew Morwis, 102. Bryan Sohn, 86. Christos Apparatus not here this evening, but in 7th, 78 points. Clinton Funk up to P8. Joe Pascucci, and I'm down to 10th.
You have the best, according to the kids nowadays, you have the best
6,
points.
7.
I'm glad you said it, not me. I'll go through some sponsors, and then we'll get some final thoughts and wrap this one up. Just another reminder that the SimCAR Porsche Cup on ASN TV is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time, and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers' Championship. By Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the NASA Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And finally, by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. And thank you to Andrew Cardinale IV for camera support all season. Brian, what'd you think about tonight?
Respect the mountain, Josh. That's all I've learned. It will eat you alive if you push too hard. And thought from quite a few drivers this evening, pushing too hard up and down the mountain, spinning themselves out, getting around backwards. And yeah, glad I was up here with you.
Better than
I probably could have contributed to the flip count, though.
you would have found a way to flip.
I would have found a way to flip.
I don't even have an additional bit of final thought other than the race was wild. You have to respect the mountain. Like that's all you can say about this, because if you're focused on your competitor, you're going to probably crash. If you're not, just watch lap 1. Go back, watch lap 1, watch the chaos. Bathurst is phenomenal, absolutely terrifying, and I'm glad the race was not in the rain. Like we said, the practice had some rain in it, I think. Can you imagine this race in the rain? Nobody would have survived.
Yeah. No, we would have seen, it would have been like a carousel. All the cars just going in circles all the way down the mountain.
As SimCAR Porsche Cup this season has been immensely fun to watch and bring to you guys. But the checkered flag has fallen on the evening here at Mount Panorama. On behalf of our entire production staff, my name is Josh Mertz. Thank you for joining us for tonight's coverage of the SimCAR Porsche Cup, and we congratulate our winners Logan Grotta and Scott Lindgren. Be sure to join us next Thursday for more SimCAR at Lime Rock Park, or Sunday for Sunday Night Lights at Iowa. But until then, so long everyone.